My dear brother, the advice I give to myself and to all my brothers and sisters is to leave this evil. For indeed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَقَدْ وَصَّيْنَا الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابَ مِنْ قَبْلُ وَإِيَّاكُمْ أَنِ اتَّقُوا اللَّهَ. Indeed, we have advised those who came before you from the people of the book, and we advise you with the taqwa of Allah. We advise with the taqwa of Allah, and taqwa is to make a barrier between you and the haram, so that you don't fall into the haram. You make a barrier, and the halal is clear and the haram is clear, and these are from the haram matters. Would you like that for your mother, to see them naked, and your sister and your wives and your children and your daughters and your aunts? No, you would not like that. So why would you want to look at other people's mothers and sisters and aunts and daughters in such a derogatory manner? May Allah protect us. These are from the allurements of shaitan, from the plots of shaitan. وَلَا تَتَّبِعُوا خُطُوَاتِ الشَّيْطَانِ إِنَّهُ لَكُمْ عَدُوٌّ مُبِينٌ. And don't follow the footsteps of shaitan. He's a clear enemy. Shaitan is a clear enemy. إِنَّ الشَّيْطَانَ كَانَ لَكُمْ عَدُوًّا فَاتَّخِذُوهُ عَدُوًّا. So take him as an enemy. Don't take shaitan as a friend or someone to follow. For indeed he will take you slowly, alluring you to the haram, to the greater haram, starting with the haram and then the greater haram. First the look, then the touch, and then the haram. Then the greater haram, the zina. And Allah says, وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا الزِّنَا. Don't come close to zina. Because if you come close to it, you will end up falling into it. So guard your gaze, keep away from these filthy acts of looking at naked pictures. Keep away from that which will harm you. It's a disease. It's a disease that will harm you. Slowly you go astray. Guidance will be taken out from your heart, and you will go towards shaitan slowly until you cannot recognize truth from falsehood. So leave these lowly ways and hold on to the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Be upon istiqamah, uprightness. For Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is testing us in this life to see those who do righteous actions from those who do evil acts. This is a test. It's only a few days patience. مَا هِيَ إِلَّا صَبْرُ أَيَّامٍ. It's like a few dreams. As Imam al-Shafi'i rahimahullah said, it's like a few dreams. So go past this world quickly and safely. For indeed the true, better life lies ahead of it. And Allah said that, وَالْآخِرَةُ خَيْرٌ وَأَبْقَى. The hereafter is better and everlasting and better. So why fall into these sins and lose your akhirah? If you end up slowly going astray, and you never know, you may end up even denying Islam in the end, because sins start small and then they become bigger and bigger. As Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah said, sins start as a handspan, then an arm's length, then a mile. And you never know, before it's too late, you end up not being blessed with guidance and not being blessed with the rushd, which is enlightenment to doing good. And in the end, you lose it. You lose everything. إن الخاسرين الذين خسروا أنفسهم وأهليهم يوم القيامة وذلك هو الخسران المبين. They lose themselves and their families on the day of judgment, and that is the great loss. Ya Abdullah, remember their hellfire. Whenever you are about to do a sin and look into these evil pictures alluring you to forbidden actions, remember the hellfire. And remember the punishment of the grave. Remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's punishment. Don't look at how small a sin may be, but look to the one who's Allahu Akbar, the greatest. Come to Allah and seek forgiveness. And come to Allah with a pure heart. Come to Allah by lowering your gaze, by keeping away from these evil acts. Man yadmun li ma bayna lihyayhi ma bayna rijlayhi yadmun lahu al-jannah. Whoever guards between his jaws, meaning his tongue, and he guards with that which is between his legs, meaning his private parts, I guarantee him paradise. The Rasul ﷺ said. So keep away from these lowly paths of pornography, of these evil acts, and don't come close to the haram, because you'll end up falling into it. And then what is? Then you become engrossed in sins and desires. وَأَمَّا مَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ وَنَهَى النَّفْسَ عَنِ الْهَوَى فَإِنَّ الْجَنَّةَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى. As for the one who feared the meeting with his Lord, and he kept away from his desires, his lowly desires, then Jannah will be his abode. Akhi, get married. If this becomes a disease for you, get married and keep away from these evil things. Keep away. Remember the meeting with Allah. How will you be if these are your actions? How will you be? So humble yourself here before you are humbled there. Humble yourself here in this life with the obedience to Allah and keeping away from disobedience before you are humbled and your sight is humbled in the akhirah, because you're going to come to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah will come to you. Allah will come to you and He will question you, or He will present you your actions. So come to Allah with a pure heart. Come to Allah how you want your actions to be. May Allah forgive us our shortcomings. Allahumma musta'an.